Have you ever thought to yourself, I wonder if I'd be different if this event didn't happen to me? Well, today I will be talking about how the negative and positive experiences in our lives happen for a reason, and it guides us to be the person we are today. Let's take a look at how social comparison and other people's opinion of you changes the way you act and react towards different experiences and how it impacts your life. People are compared to one another every day, and most of the time it starts in your environment and who you are around. What is social comparison? According to Chapter 3 of Looking Out and Looking In, social comparison is when we evaluate ourselves in terms of how we compare with others. There are two types of social comparison, superior and inferior. Superior and inferior means, are we pretty or ugly? Are we smart or dumb? These questions all root from comparing ourselves to other people around us. The other type of social comparison is the question of are we same or are we different? This type of comparison is more to do with where we grow up and what social norms are where we are. In a study done by Helen B. Davidson, feelings about the self are established early in life and are modified by subsequent experiences. Among the significant people believed to affect the child's feelings about himself are first his parents and later his teachers. This study was done to explore the relation between self-concept and school achievement. The students that were more confident with themselves had better relationship with their teachers, were the kids that have higher test grades than the students with lower self-esteem. This proves that not only your parents have an impact on your child's self-esteem, but students who get more praise from their teachers feel better about themselves and are able to do better in school with positive feedback. The reason I chose this study is because I can heavily relate to this topic. I grew up with my parents and my brother Adam, who's 2 years older than me. My brother is insanely smart and has a photographic memory. When we were in elementary school, my brother was in 3rd grade and he had this one teacher, Mrs. Kratz. She loved him. When I reached 3rd grade, I had the same teacher, but she acted a bit different with me. I didn't realize it at the time, but she was altering my mindset with social comparison. She would always say to me, why can't you be like your brother? Your brother was so good at this, why aren't you? And so on, it went on throughout that year. From my teacher comparing me to my brother, I started to believe I wasn't good enough. And even though I was only in 3rd grade, it was the first year I received 1s and 2s on my report card. Besides the comparison at school, throughout my life, my parents and family friends would also compare me to my brother as well. This takes us into the concept of others' images. Everyone cares about how others view them, and sometimes it can really put a toll on how you are and how you act. Don't get me wrong, my parents didn't do this on purpose, but over time my emotions grew stronger, and whenever they would bring him up, they would always add in, and Abby's an amazing athlete, which would normally end up with my throat clenching up, trying not to cry. I would always compare myself to him and wonder what was wrong with me, and why I couldn't do as well in school as him. With this ongoing experience of being compared to Adam, I grew to finally stop caring about how I wasn't as smart as him, change my perspective, and realize that I just learned differently. Comparing myself to him soon changed to caring about what other people thought of me. According to Looking Out and Looking In, there are 2 different ways a person represents themselves. First is the perceived self, which is how we perceive ourselves honestly and how we present ourselves, which is how we show people the image of what we want to be seen as. When I started to care about what my family friends, and friends thought of me, I tried presenting myself as always having it together. I thought that I needed to always show the best side of me and that I wasn't always who I was. The negative consequences of doing this was that I wanted to control how people viewed me. On social media, I would only post a picture if it fit into my theme and looked right. And with my friends, I would bring people into my group needing to be closest with each and every girl that was being added, and strongly disliked when they would become closer friends with one another. The effect that was brought upon me caring about when other people didn't like me was that the effect that brought upon of me caring about what other people thought was that I hated when someone didn't like me, and I would dwell on it. Caring about how other people viewed me altered the way I thought of myself, and soon realized I didn't even know who I was anymore. Trying to control others and my friends put a negative view on who I was, and soon I wasn't even a good friend anymore. I ended up leaving my friend group, needing a break to find who I was, and on this break I was able to collect my thoughts and really think about my self-concept and the person I wanted to be. This person was thoughtful, a good listener, and helpful. Being able to mature, change my perspective on the advice my friends were giving me, and being able to grow from these negative experiences helped me become a more mindful listener. In high school, I went to a leadership camp called Global Youth Leadership Summit. This camp has helped me heal from past experiences, learn to forgive myself and others, not judge anyone, and how to mindfully listen to and care about others' opinions. According to the Compassionate Connection, The Healing Power of Empathy and Mindful Listening by Kirkus Reviews, mindful listening means refocusing energy and attention on more towards improving our listening skills and on being present in moments of personal interaction. Being able to refocus my energy on changing my listening skills, I now know who I am. Mindful listening has helped me fix friendships, has helped me learn that confrontation with myself is better and a good method for me. I love helping others and listening to people's problems, and by learning how to take my negative experiences and turning them into positive ones, my self-concept is that I'm finally confident. Being a mindful listener has helped me develop me into a strong communicator and has helped me choose my career path of becoming a high school counselor. All my experiences led me to mature and be able to find myself. Overall, the social comparison and others' views on me have been negative experiences, but if these experiences had not happened, I wouldn't be the person I am today. And because of that, I am learning to communicate in a more positive way and has made me learn a little bit more about who I am. Through these experiences I have had, I'm a strong believer that everything happens for a reason, and I wouldn't want to change a second of my life. Thank you.